Howdy y'all, freeze cracked here. I don't even think I adjusted the camera right. Yeah, I look kind of right. Hey, this morning I've been working on different stuff, and this was the first thing I made, and basically all I can say is that this was one tough piece of root beer, and all root beer in Texas is not created equally. Okay, so that was the first thing. And then this was the second thing, kind of in balance for that other thing. I'll show you which is the A side. Well, that looks pretty good. This is black butter day site from Oregon that I collected up there, and I like working day site. Day site's cool. It's friendlier in a way than obsidian, a little bit tougher than obsidian. And this is Fox Hills petrified wood, and it looks kind of like a little palm wood. I can see little spots in it, but this is like a jasper, agatized or whatever. And that little sucker, the little rock was not much bigger than that. It was about that big, and I had to put some serious power into this thing because it was not a chert or a flint or anything. It's jasper. It was really tough. So anyway, that's what I made, and since I haven't done anything little lately showing y'all, I thought I'd just take this little cute little tab that I guess, I don't know if I found this or got it from somebody at a knapping or what, but it's a Central Texas little tab, and I just love stuff like this, so I thought I'd beat on it a little bit. One of the things that I just really would like to suggest is that y'all think in terms of using hammerstones every once in a while. This is a hard hammer, a little hard hammer, and you know, a lot of cortex is hard to get into on odd shaped rocks, but also on little rocks it can be a problem sometimes to where a bopper just doesn't seem to want to take the flick. And so, not suggesting that anybody get off into traditional knapping that isn't into it and doesn't want to do it, but I think I said this before, a guy that I know that has knapped for like 40 years, and he started really before anybody was using copper, I guess, or something, which is why he started out doing all this stuff with traditional methods with hammerstones and antler. Well, because that's how he started, when everybody else started using copper, he just stayed with what he knew, and he's really, really good at it. But I'd nap with him. He's the one kind of got me into it in a way. I'd nap with him, and you know, I'd be trying to work this old Texas tough stuff, and I'd be hitting it with a copper bopper and doing nothing. Hey, it's raining on me. And he would like stop me and say, hey, use a hammerstone to get into stuff. And then I'd switch to copper after I got into it. But one of the things that I try and do not a lot, but sometimes, is I'll start out like this with using hammerstones or whatever and get into a rock, and then later I'll switch before I ruin it sometimes. You can't just brush like I just did really and get into do any good on. I may have to go in the garage. I mean, is it going to rain or not? It's trying to rain. Where's my sandstone? The way, you know, Marty calls it scrunching, and it's a good term for it. And he does it like a million times better than me. But you kind of push hard and roll. And he puts his fingers underneath and braces it against the rock that way. I haven't really figured out how to do that yet. But no matter what you do with this kind of stuff, it doesn't abrade nearly as much as the, you know, the stuff that we're using on copper. I'm just trying to sort of edge this, and it isn't a problem if I kind of mess up the edges, because I'm not getting any velocity. Once I switch to copper, I've gotten to the point where I can reduce most any rock with copper that's reducible. I mean, if it's workable. This is not good. And it's still raining, so I'm turning off and starting over.